Alrighty guys, this is Wizzy, and I'm bringing you a new game. So this is called Return to Games. I guess that's their brand name for their entire installment that they're trying to do. They have their first game out for, this looks like 4, 5, 6, 7 games in total that they're going to come out with. And this is their first one. It is called The Book of Demons. It is a homage to the original ARPGs of the genre, but it plays specific homage to a very, very, very important game to my childhood, and that was the first Diablo. So we're gonna go ahead and watch the intro for it and get started.
Ah, the Book of Demons. A truly grim story in our collection, not for the faint of heart. A wandering hero returns home, only to find everything different than remembered. A horrendous evil rose from the depths of hell, devoured the brave and poisoned the living with despair. For in the depths of a place once holy, a dark ritual is concluded. Ah, the ultimate evil has awoken. Adventure. Darkness. Horrors. All of these await below. Good luck.
Alright, so if you've ever played any ARPG for that matter, a lot of this stuff could seem, fairly new. So I've played around with this game for a little bit. I created Hodor, a level 6 warrior. And upon reaching level 5, I unlocked the Ranger and the Mage. I played around with the Ranger for a little bit to see how the mechanics were. But for this iteration, and especially paying tribute to my own name, Wizzy, we are going to be creating a Mage. And this Mage looks a lot like Mr. T. So, we are going to call him Mr. T. I can't do spaces. So they have Daredevil mode, which is essentially hardcore mode. You have 1 life to live, and well, basically, yeah. So you'll have 1 life to live, and once you die, you go into the Hall of Fame, and it shows a record of how far you've gotten and all that kind of stuff. Eventually, I will make a Daredevil character, but first I want to beat the game as a normal character. So we're gonna go ahead and start with that.
Is that really you? I'm so happy to see you after all this time. It seems like it's been ages since you left our town. I just wish we weren't meeting under such dire circumstances. Back then, it was peaceful. But now, the town is disturbed by a demonic presence that's spreading throughout the land. Most of our friends are gone. Some people fled. Some took their own lives. Some have just vanished. Those who stayed have lost their minds or are too frightened to leave their houses. I'm doing my best to keep everyone's spirits up. But the truth is, we won't survive for long without help. Just don't tell anybody I said that.
Very
You
well.
must have lots of questions, but I don't have many answers. Talk to the sage if you want to know more. He might be able to help you.
Okay, so you can do something which is unlock a golden key, which I can't do yet.
Your arrival brings hope to my old heart. There's no better way to forge one's skill than by traveling. I should know. But I beg you not to leave. We need you here. Dark things lurk in the depths beneath the old cathedral. I've seen plenty of evils in my travels, but this makes my journey through the dragon wastes look like a walk in the park. Everything started with the disappearance of our bishop. I fear he has been dragged into the catacombs deep below the church. I do not know what caused such desecration of that holy place. That enigma is yet to be solved. And you are the only one who can do it. Just remember to be careful. Few who have ventured into the dark made their way back. And those who did were no longer alive.
Deckard Cain, anyone? He looks and sounds almost exactly like him. And the story is basically just like I said at the beginning, just like Diablo 1. You spawn in a town, you go to a cathedral, you go all the way down the cathedral, and all that good stuff. In fact, you're going to see some of that now, actually. The Butcher. The Evil Priest. I don't remember what that boss is named in the original Diablo, but... And then Diablo himself. Everything being said though, the art style behind all of this is phenomenal. It's cute, it's awesome. Folded paper. So Mage's missiles are guided. They would avoid monsters on their way to their target. Use right mouse button to shoot freely or use special missiles. Okay.
The dead seem to be particularly lively today.
So you can move with by clicking down the corridors, or you can move with WASD. I found WASD to be more useful for ranged attacks. And we got a health potion. So the way that cards work, or the way that like skills and items and stuff work, is you get cards. And there's 32 cards that you can collect, and it breaks them down to item cards, spell cards, artifacts, all that kind of stuff. And then there's a couple special cards, but nothing's really been identified yet. And we leveled up. So I'm gonna go into health because my health is really low. And this game has another mechanic.
Well, the sanctity of this place has been fouled.
So where you will, sure, I leveled up health, but I can go back to town and pay to get my my mana leveled up as well. So no matter what, you will always get it. You always get both. You don't really have to decide. It's just whatever is beneficial for you at the time, which honestly I would think would always be health, right? Maybe that'll change. There's the boss. So zombies do things where they'll explode through a poison cloud. You know, that's pretty standard, but that poison cloud will heal other zombies. And that can get really annoying. And they have multiple lives, as you can see kind of up there. So every time you do enough damage to trigger a different phase, so to speak, it'll go ahead and pop it.
Ha! Good.
And we got our first spell, Fireball. So we found the card. The card goes on. You know, we've used 2 to use it. Pretty self-explanatory. If I ever don't want to use Fireball, I can unequip it in the card menu. And all that good stuff. So I played a little bit, so that's why my rank is at 1, and I have like avatar progress, which is it's kind of whatever. Okay.
I've been busy too while you were away. The fortune teller is teaching me her craft, and I don't mean her skill with cards. It's called prize brewing, and it's the art of producing powerful magical elixirs that someone like you should find useful. All you need to do is collect the ingredients. I'll take care of the rest. Now, this is the magical stuff I'm talking about, so there are some rules. First, the more ingredients I mix, the greater the potion's power will be. Second, you can drink it and enjoy a little magic anytime you want, but the process will get more expensive each time. Third, if monsters slay you in the dungeons, the potion will weaken. It's because I'm making them just for you, so they have to be magically linked to your essence.
So here's the magic cauldron. So that mana that I didn't get when I leveled up, I can collect it for 500. And if I die, I guess I lose it all.
Thank the heavens for hearing my prayers and sending us a champion of light. I shall aid you in your struggle to the best of my limited abilities. Come to me should you need remedies for ailments of body or soul. Yet you should remember it is no small task to face the legions of evil. You must shield yourself with faith. There is no better protection against darkness. If you allow yourself to falter, you shall become defenseless and even risk losing your immortal soul. I saw what happened to those who went astray in their spiritual vocation, and no, it's better not to dwell on such things lest darkness overcome us.
Okay.
Few living souls venture into the depths under the cathedral, as this is the realm where the dead rest, or at least should be.
So you're basically just talking about the darkness and stuff. Alright.
Greetings, traveler. People call me the fortune teller. I'm pleased to see there are souls courageous enough to visit a place like this and stay. In truth, I came here recently myself, as I had to leave the royal capital. I am certain you have already heard about me and my excellent skills from the lovely barmaid I'm tutoring. Believe me when I say you will find my craft most useful in your adventures. Feel free to talk to me should you need any assistance. The townsfolk are good but simple people and know little about the arcane. That sage may be an exception, but his wit, not to mention his social skills, are clearly dulled by age. We're all lucky that cranky old men tend to be harmless. Magical cards are my specialty. They represent a novel approach to magic, offering a superior alternative to clunky weaponry and verbose spellcasting. Unfortunately, new things are often frowned upon, even more so in quaint places like this town. Can you imagine not so long ago those people traded with a local blacksmith? This is so Middle Ages. No wonder he went bankrupt. But let's get back to business. Cards are universal magical items which can manifest properties of weapons, spells, and other artifacts. Some consume magical essence once used, but they can be recharged using objects found in the dungeons or with my help at a reasonable price. Just like with playing cards, the trick is to find the right combination of magical properties that gives you the best advantage.
So basically, you can buy refills, right? So like this health potion has uses 1 out of 4. So you can charge that card for 100 gold, and the use count will basically go up. That's pretty much what she's saying. If you get runes and whatnot, you can fuse them and do all this other kind of crazy stuff with it. I can't unlock a card slot yet. So, back into the dungeon we go. So something else that the flexoscope is now available. So it basically lets you choose the size of your game session based upon how much time you think you can play for. These all change, and the actual time frame will alter, as well as the flexoscope, as they call it, will analyze how fast you play and how often you play and that kind of stuff, and it'll equate that way. So yeah, so the estimates will get more accurate at time. So we're gonna go the biggest that we can. Okay, so level 10 and level 15 will get big and very big. So we're gonna do as much as we can because our rewards go up, our progress goes up, right? So you don't have to do it every single time. As you can see, like when I go from very small, it's only a couple floors. So you go very big, you know, the floor count goes up, bosses go up, the goal increases. Alright, and here we go. Bigger the better, as they say. So shielded monsters have basically a shield that you have to break before you can do damage to them specifically. So I have 9 fireballs left. For 4 mana, I get 9 fireballs. I don't know if that's going to go up with time, but the fireballs will essentially create an AoE sometimes. And they're also AoE tracking. So until I find some artifacts that essentially reserve your mana, I'm gonna keep going health. And I just had my health increase again for free. That's pretty cool.
Great.
Believe this? No, this is a cold Nova. Okay, so yeah, you mouse over it, you'll see that aura, and it'll basically freeze them and knock them back. Alright, it'll the icicles that spawn new shockwaves, blacks them off. Okay. Yeah, as you see that when the zombies explode, they'll do poison damage to themselves. The combat is simple right now, but it is quite exhilarating. But the zombies will poison other monsters, which is great. You always want that. Moving on to the next floor. Gotta figure out a more efficient way to dodge the arrows. I mean, that only worked out because I leveled up, but probably not every time. It would be cool if you had free roam, but the way that the mechanics are built around this, it's pretty good too.
Nice.
Alright, we have our first artifacts. So the way the artifacts work is that it'll cost 4 crystals or whatever, so it basically just reserves part of your mana pool. Yeah, see, I'll say 4 are locked, but now that you have 30% chance to block a missile, as you can see. Which I find more, or I feel like that'd be more beneficial than not. So the spell triggering will go around obstacles too, I've noticed. Alright. Onwards to the next Broodor. I only did that because I had the health pull right there, so I wasn't really too concerned. So I guess that was a unique enemy. Damn. All right. I'm gonna go back and get the little health. Well, that's good, you don't actually have to run all the way to it to click on it. Those range mobs are fucking annoying. It'd be different if I had more health. And I suppose that's gonna happen. So. Oh, there's the boss.
Take this.
That was pretty easy. But there's another boss and there's a shrine.
Great.
So there's the shrine. Okay, so there's the new boss. Catch. Oh, I gotta catch the scars.
I need more mana. Take this.
That was a new mechanic. So there's more ingredients in the cauldron. We'll experiment more with the cauldron later. But I have almost 5k gold, so that's good. This feature is currently disabled. I wonder what that's gonna mean when it officially comes out. And we got another one. Ugh, I fucking hate these archers. Oh, great. Those poison pigs and everything are fucking annoying too. Just a little bit excessive. I wonder if eventually something was actually going to come out of those tombs. I have to say, those gargoyles look a little weird. And then they came alive, so I guess they answered the question I was about to have. So one thing that this doesn't have that would be cool is a map. So there's the boss. It's got 4 stages. Oh, great.
Die.
Don't mind if I do take some health now, or mana now. So I can do things like use my fireballs. What is this? A remedy. Okay. So it cures various resistances.
Nice.
And what is this? Regenerates mana. I definitely like that. Alright, we got a full clear. Yes. You killed every single enemy and I didn't die. What is this? New avatar. Okay. So we get a new avatar, and I guess the more you play, the more avatars you unlock. I don't really see any other point of it than that. But we got new achievements. And we got some new gossip. No, we did not get some new gossip. We just have a cauldron to collect. So we got 1 life point and 3 mana points. Golden prize. What is it? Gold. We got a key. More importantly, though, we got a key. I don't know what the keys are for,
Animated
but we got a
cadavers
key.
are capable of experiencing all the these creatures.
Yeah, I don't care about the enemies. What I do care about is the card slot. Remedy, I don't really care about, so... But, I do care about these. I'll have Remedy on me just in case. With the Amulet of Mana and the Fireball is nice.
Perhaps you have noticed there seems to be some antipathy between the sage and the fortune teller. You would do well to pay no heed to what they say about each other. Old age brings many burdens that can make one's heart bitter. As for their adventurous tales, I have yet to see any evidence of their deeds, so I'm afraid the passing years might have weakened their minds, which now drift towards the fantastical. Who knows? They might even believe in the things they're describing so vividly. Now that I think of it, their quarrels might be a facade. Years spent in the monastery made me quite observant, so either I'm growing old too, or they might have something more going on.
I wonder what that could mean. What is Death Rage? Death Rage, okay, so it's like a tier cap. Or what have you. I'm gonna go ahead and fill these up. Where are we at? 35 minutes? We could probably go down deeper. So I have to get to level 10. And my character is level 6. Yeah, we could do another medium. Let's do it. So it says it'll take 13 minutes, so let's see if it actually takes 13 minutes. Let's start by going this way. And we got a boss right off the bat. This boss doesn't seem all that bad.
Take this.
It's a good thing I didn't die there. Because it got real close. These gargoyles are kind of annoying too. What is this? Lightning. Sends chain lightning towards the target monster. Lightning forks into shorter bolts when it reaches the target. Okay. That does sound pretty cool. So. We are going to try it.
Nice.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Oh, hello. Some monsters cast skills. During casting, these monsters are immune to damage. Double click and hold the skill bubble above to break the skill. Select the monster. Okay. I survived. I like that. That is a really cool ability.
Great.
Alright, so we're going to increase our mana. Just a little bit more. Can barely see, but I know they're up there. Whatever it is, it's a priest or some kind of cleric or something that does poison damage. So I don't know what the lore is behind that, but it seems fairly interesting. Fucking pigs, man. Feeling pretty good. I like the mage. Of course I like the mage. I like everything that has to do with magic. I wouldn't have named myself after a hat. My favorite RuneScape Pecan outfit consisted of a wizard hat called Wizzy. And I wore that forever. Oh, those things are so annoying. I'm glad I can do that now. So, lightning will be really effective against them.
Nice.
And what is this? Ice wall. Erect a wall of ice around the target location. Okay. I missed a gargoyle and something else. Just a gargoyle. Faster attacks anger some monsters, such as monsters heal themselves and special attacks. The meter shows how annoyed the monster is. When left alone, the monster calms down. Frozen or stunned monsters won't be angered. Auto attacks alone won't enrage the monster. So I guess we're about to go against something that enrages. Great. Okay, so the way that works is I can only attack him a few times, and then I have to wait. Else he'll enrage and do something like that, and then heal. 1, 2. So you basically have to kind of attack him. Like attack once, wait a little bit, attack again, wait a little bit. Well, I knew I was gonna die. Oh man. There's really no way out of that one. Collect your tombstone to retrieve your lost goods. Each time you die, your lost goods are removed to the new tombstone. Well, shit. So I lost everything.
When evil strikes you down in the dungeons, it takes a lot of my effort to deliver your soul from the clutches of darkness. Death always takes its toll, so any equipped cards remain at your grave, and so will grant you no aid until you retrieve them. Also, some ingredients collected in the arcane cauldron perish, as spells and elixir are mere tricks in the light of the divine.
So I have to try not to die.
Is as kind as she is strong, and
Do you remember how we used to play, lying in the grass?
Damn, okay. At least I can use my ice wall before I have to go back and collect all of the other cards that I had. Oh, fuck me. Alright, we'll see if I can try and grab it real fast and then end the video. Because that poison room was a huge trap. I had 20 sacks of poison. I don't know what the hell I was going to do for that. What is this? So, moon rune. So I found a card that needs to be identified by the sage. Okay. Okay, well, we're gonna try and finish this level real fast. Go back into town, see what this new card is that we got. Hopefully not die to ridiculous stacks of poison again.
die.
That boss wasn't that bad. What is this? Oh, town portal. Those enemies are kind of annoying. But down we go. Oh. Well, it's gonna go down we go. I don't care about the 2 gargoyles. That's whatever. So that definitely was taking me longer than 13 minutes. Probably didn't help that I died. Let's see what we got in the cauldron. Nothing. Nothing to collect.
Finally, a challenge and a chance to use my knowledge for the good. These mystical cards aren't used to cheat and get money from the hopeless and naive, so of course the fortune-telling woman knows nothing about them. However, the true scholars of the arcane, like the hermits of the eastern wilds, sometimes pass their secrets to those they deem worthy, like myself. You should know that despite their modest look, such objects can hold powerful enchantments with remarkable properties. Still, as long as their wondrous attributes remain unknown, they are completely useless. Consider yourself fortunate.
So okay, so he identifies cards. And it is another fireball. I don't get what the difference is. Wait. Okay, I was about to say, did it just crash? It did just crash. Oh shit. Well, look at that. All I did was want to identify the card that I had just got. And we get the game to crash because of it. Okay, we're back. Hopefully it saved everything. If not, then I'll be pretty disappointed. Yes, it did save.
Finally, a challenge. And
Alright, so we can identify the card now. So basically just didn't save whatever I did when I was in town. So I gotta go back to the cauldron, collect the 1 life. It's fine.
Ah, so you came across a runic card. You're wise to ask me about it. Let me explain. Cards like these have no inherent properties of their own, but professionals like myself can still use them to enhance other cards. Now, this kind of craft requires subtlety and caution. So whenever you find more of these, keep up that resolute attitude of yours.
So we can upgrade a card. So what's the difference? So I have to a moon and 2 deaths for that. Or actually, can I use a moon? Okay, so town portal has to be charged. But I can upgrade. So this fireball requires 2 sun runes. Sun, life, death, sun, life, death. Well, yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Okay. So to upgrade it again, I need a truth and 2 more runes. And I can hold it to 8 now, so that's cool. So cooldown is decreased by 10%. That's pretty much what the difference is. Interesting. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I got my level 7 Novice Mage. It's been 55 minutes about, give or take. So, if you like what you see, please subscribe to me on YouTube for more videos to come. I'm going to be continuing this Let's Play and hopefully get all the way to Diablo with the Mage. I'll be recording anything and everything that happens, including deaths, like you saw today. So, pretty much everything, whatever it takes to beat this game. I'm going to record myself doing it. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can catch me live streaming all of this as well sometimes on Twitch. Links to everything is below in the description. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.